Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharam cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Sishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam Chahastamalakam Kashishyam Tam Totakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmad Gurun Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Gocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. We are in verse number 161. 160 and before that, there is this Panchakosha Viveka has started, starting with identification is considered as bondage. That is, Dehatma Bhava is considered as the immediate and most important impediment. Dehe Atma Bhava. And very difficult to give up also. Very difficult. Because day in and day out, we look at ourselves as this body, and everybody else also look at us as only the body. Is there anybody looking at you not as a body? You are a bodiless. And this physical body I am is so strong an idea. Any airport you go, any mall you go, maximum number of shops are only for eating, clothing. Nothing else. So, and anything that you go and buy in mall or any shop is only for physical body, pressure of the physical body. Soaps, creams, clothes, food, slippers, phones, all things are there. Everything that is being sold in millions and billions only for the body. And this body idea is so strong. And the morning onwards, people think, what is for breakfast? What is for lunch? What is for dinner? Okay, if these three things are taken care, half of the problem is over. And if you look at the number of hours, 24 hours, how much time we spend only on the body, if you look at it, it's very mind-boggling. Eating, cooking and eating, both are for the body only. Right? Sleeping also. So out of 24 hours, 8 hours is gone sleeping, body. At least 2-3 hours spent at least minimum for cooking or preparing food or going to restaurant, taking the food. Whatever you do, another 2-3 hours gone. So 12 hours gone. Then eating. Another 1 or 2 hours gone. 14-15 hours gone. Then showering. And then clothing. Then decorating. Another 3 hours gone. So समय ही नहीं मिल रहा है इसमें कुछ करने के लिए. And if at all we work, is again for the full body only. Even if we take up some work, it's for what? Vacation jana hai. So something or the other, it is connected to body again. So here it is said, this identification of the body is the most difficult to give. So Bhagavan said in Gita also, he said, Indriyani manobuddhihi asya adhishthana mucchate eter vimohayatyeshaha jnanamavritya dehinam. What is kama? To answer that, he said, where does the kama reside? Kama resides in 3 things. Deha, indriya, manobuddhihi asya adhishtanam. Deha mein hai, indriya mein hai, mano mein hai. Etaihi, by these, vimohayati. The person is completely deluded. How? Jnanam avritya. His wisdom is covered. Even one understands, knows, difficult to follow. Therefore, it is tasmatvam indriyane ado niyamya bharadashrava. Papanam parjahikenam jahi. Start with sense organs and the body. That is where the first control has to come. Because whatever we read, whatever we study, etc., if we can't do that much, which is under our control only. Bhagavan does not say anything impractical. Tasmatvam indriyani ado niyamya. First and foremost thing is control that. So here in the verse number 161, he says, Atratma buddhim tyajamuda buddhe Tvam mam samedosti purisha rashau Sarvatmani brahmani nirvikalpe Kurushva shantim paramam bhajasva Atratma buddhim tyajamuda buddhe Tvam mam samedosti purisha rashau Sarvatmani brahmani nirvikalpe Kurushva shantim paramam bhajasva. 3 things Bhagavan says here. Hey Muda Buddhe. He never even hesitate twice to call us Mudha. In Bhajagovindam also. Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam. Until that we are also like Mudamade immediately. Why are you scolding me? Because you are not doing. Here also say Muda Buddhe. Muda Buddhi become Muda Buddhe. One deluded fool. Tyaja. Give up. What? Atra. Here. In this what? Tvam mam samedosti purisha rashau Atma Buddhim Teja. Leave the idea of I in this, which is none other than Tvak. Tvak means skin. Mamsa, flesh. Meda, fat. Asti, bone. Purisha, fickle matter. This is nothing but Gurudev calls it as a very nicely packaged filth. Packed filth, this body. No. If you take the one layer out, you will realize that. Only one layer you have to remove. So first layer is out, there is no more racial problems because all of them, black, white, yellow, everybody will look the same once the first skin is removed. Outermost skin you remove, everybody is same. Flesh, blood, urine, mucus, bones, fat. And that, which is nothing but the combination of food, you have idea that I am this. How foolish it is. So if we start thinking about it, we realize that what a mistake we have done so much. From the day we are born till today, we have never questioned this. Is this me? Which is the skin is you, flesh is you, fecal matter is you, urine is you, bone is you, fat is you. Which is you? None of this. How do you have this idea this is you? That is called Muda Buddhi. Atra tvak mamsa meda asti purisharashau atma buddhim tyaja. Muda Buddhi. See, ego is of this peculiar thing that it cannot remain without identifying with something. It's like a monkey, it has to hang on to something. If it is not in this branch of tree, it will mean some other branch of the tree. It will be somewhere. So, let us look at our mind. Where is it right now? It has to be somewhere holding on to something. Yesterday, I talked to him and he didn't reply at all. And he's thinking about it. I smiled at her and she never smiled at me. I wanted to finish this book or this writing, but I couldn't complete there. The mind has to identify with one or the other and dwell on it, and that is how it survives. Ahankar is of the nature of tadatmya. Somewhere it has to identify. So, Atma Buddhihi Sharire is the major occupation of this ego. Ego is nothing but identifying thoughts. Thoughts continuously circulating around one thing. So to take that out is not easy unless we have something else to hold on to. It's like you ask the child to, don't play with the toy. Okay, give us something else. Don't play this video game, say something else. It has to have something else to keep going. How many of us are able to not do anything? Is it easy? Ramana Maharshi says, how is it possible not to do anything? Not to identify with anything? And nowadays, the gadgets and the games and then, the computer and this and so many things are there for us to, if nobody is also there, we are ready. Nowadays, the solitude is very high. Everybody in the airport. Nobody talks to anyone. Shots. Very busy. Only that. So, what Bhagavan Shankaracharya, knowing well that this mind cannot, or mind means here the ego only, cannot remain without identifying with anything. So therefore, Sarvatmani Brahmani Nirvikalpe Atma Buddhim Kurushva. Therefore, In that Atman, the self, which is self of all, Sarvatmani, which is Brahman, Brahmani, Nirvikalpe, which is unchanging, Atma Buddhim Kurushva. In that you keep your mind. Arey Baba, kahan hai wo? If body is easy to identify because I can see it, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can taste it. But Atman, kahan ढूंढना hai? Where is it? How do I see it? See, that is why Shravanam is important. If without thinking or without listening, how do you think about that? Which we have not done for so many years. Is it easy? I have not been introduced for many years. Suddenly somebody said, Atma vichar karo. Kahan hai? Kaise karenge? So that is why he first, as we said before itself, first he introduced what is Atman and what is Anatman. And then only he came to this point. Atma kaha, Anatma kaha, tayohu vivekaha katam. So here, Sarvatmani, Brahmani, Nirvikalpe, Kurushva. So the only way we must be able to, we will be able to meditate and identify with the Atman is awareness. See, Vedanta is not about any action. It is about attention. Is it any action involved here in this? Identifying with the body is not an action, but is an attention. So also removing that attention from that to self is also not an action. It is attention. You are listening to me, I hope. And there is a hum of the AC also going on, which you may not pay attention to. But if I stop talking and I tell you to pay attention, you'll start listening to that. Isn't it? It's not there, but you have decided not to look at it, not to hear it. Because you are listening, hopefully, me. If somebody is not interested in me, what I'm saying, then he will be paying attention. Why is this AC not making? In the same way, it is not that awareness in me is not there. I'm not paying attention to it. I'm paying attention to the body and its needs. So it's when we become aware of the silent presence of the awareness which is behind all thoughts, then as even the thoughts arise about this or that, we will be able to shift our attention from the frivolous, useless, mundane thoughts that happens in our mind to something which is permanent, silent, quiet, alert, always present as awareness, as I am. So here, that is the reason why he says, change your attention. Tyaja here means lose that attention. Shift it to this. Kurushva, it's a direct instruction. Paramatmani idanim dehe vartamanam atmabuddhim ahamidimadim kurushva. Dehe vartamanam atma. That is one in that which is the one which is atmabuddhim vartam. Dehe artamanam atmabuddhim. Paramatmani Brahmani aham iti matim kurushva. So this is the shift of attention and not any action. Very often people ask, no, when Vedanta ne kya karna hai? I have to say that kuch karna nahi. Karna nahi to kya karna hai? I'm telling you again. Nothing to do. Oh, nothing to do means what to do? क्या करें उसको? सोने के लिए क्या करना है? What is to be done for sleeping? Not doing anything. Oh, so you mean to say I have to go to sleep? No, it is not that way. Giving an example, just like to go to sleep, you are not doing anything, but stop doing other things. In the same way here, stop identifying with the demands of the body. But at the same time, Gurudev always says that it is not by meaning of the tyaja, atma buddhim tyaja does not mean I don't care about the body anymore. Not that way. Later on, he writes in his commentary also, what is to be renounced is only the idea I am the money, position, status in society, etc. need not to be given up. I am the body. Renounce not the house, not the wife, not the children, money, position, status in society need not be given up. But only the idea I am the body is to be totally renounced. Those who consider themselves to be the body, whose constituents are the skin, flesh, fat, bones, and filth, are addressed as fools by the Acharya. So it is not that in the name of giving up, one runs away from whatever one has. It's not the idea. Even if you run away from it, if the mind is still there, then Atma Buddhi is still there. They are Atma Buddhi. So here continuing, he says, Dehendriyada vasadi pramodita vidvana hantam na jahati yavat tavanna tasyasti vimukti vartapi Astvesha Vedanta Nayantadarshi Dehendriyada Vasadi Pramodita Vidvana Hantam Najahadi Yavat Tavanna Tasyasti Mimukti Vartapi Astvesha Vedanta Nayantadarshi. Deha, Indriya, Adau, body, senses, etc. Brahma Udita, Vasati, Asati, Brahma Udita, Adau, Asati, in that which are really unreal. Which are all that? Deha Indriya Adau, Brahma Udita Asati, Ahamtam Yavat Vidwan Najahati. Yavat so long. Vidwan, a person who has, it's not, Acharya here, the teacher is not addressing to a man who is not a man of education, not a person who has not even gone to any study, etc. Here is addressing to the people who are educated, studied. Vidwan is talking to the people. See, in a common man, common folks who are daily wages people who are working to just survive, to whom they cannot talk, you cannot talk to them about this. This is the reason why Gurudev always said what Jesus Christ spoke was to the fishermen. Shankara spoke to whom? Scholars. So the treatment of the subject is so different. To those fishermen, what did Christ would say? I am the way, I am the love, follow me. Is it not? Did Shankara say that? I am the way, I am the love, follow me. Nobody would follow. Because those people are thinking, who are you? Not in India. Not in India, nobody would follow anybody. So, because he was addressing to people who are not even educated. So what else they will understand? Love thy neighbor. Don't steal. Don't speak untruth. That's all you can say. Even if he knows what it is, the highest, but he cannot translate that, communicate that to them. Whereas Shankaracharya, to whom he is addressing, Gurudev also said that, in the Krishna Avatar talking, I might have listened, I sent you all. He said that if I want to talk about Krishna, and if I talk in Sanskrit, I will be speaking, but you won't be there. I have to speak to you in a language which you understand. Gurudev, why he spoke all his lectures in English? Because he's addressing whom? He's addressing the educated people who are not understanding the correct, what the philosophy is all about. So therefore he says, Yavat Vidwan, even an educated person, Ahantam na jahati. Idea of the notion of I, he doesn't give up. Where? Deha Indriya Adau. In the Deha, Indriya, etc. Which are all what? Asati. In those which are unreal. And how are they born? Brahmena Udita. Born out of Brahma. Brahma means what? Incorrect, insufficient, incomplete thinking. It is a mere imagination. Imagination is called Brahma. So, tasya, to such a person who is not giving up his idea of or notion of I in the body, tavat tasya vimukti varta binasti. Even the utterance of moksha is not possible. Vimukti varta binasti. You can't even utter a word called moksha. Astu esha Vedanta naya antardarshi. For the person who is able to do it, that is removing his identification with the body, etc. To him, Astu is there. Esha, what? Vedanta naya antardarshi. Vedanta shastra antardarshi. Antardarshi. Vedanta anta. Vedanta Naya. Naya means Shastra. Shastra, what is ultimately pointing out? Anta Darshi. Anta means end. The end idea, the final culmination of what is Vedanta about. That he becomes Darshi. Darshi means one who is able to see, realize. So even if he is a person who was studied very well and very knowledgeable, etc., but if he is not able to give up that, tavat yasya tasya vimukti varta asti, even he is able to know the entire Vedanta completely. What's the use? It is like, you might have seen doctors drinking alcohol. Are bhai, you are telling everybody that you should not do it, is dangerous, but you yourself doing. Once in a while, that means what? You are not even convinced that it is dangerous to you. A pulmonologist means who? Lungs. Pulmonologist. It is like that. It's such a contradiction where he himself is aware of what it is going to cause trouble, but he himself is doing that. We have seen it in the world. Pulmonologist dying out of lung cancer. Are bhai, what did you do? Yes, I told the world, but I didn't follow it. So Vedanta Naya Antardarshi Astu Esha. Even let him be a person who is a person of such great scholarship, Tavat Tasya Vimikti api nasti. If he is not leaving that idea, notion, I am the body. So, asati mithya bodhe deha indriyado Brahma uditam brantihi janita, branti janita ahantam atma buddhim jahati, na jahati chet. Brahma udita means branti janita, born out of mere self-imagination. Such a one. So what Gurudev writes, to see a thing as something other than what it is actually is called delusion. जो है ऐसा ही नहीं देखता है. जो है, whatever is there, as it is, one is not seeing it, is seeing something else. Then it is called Bhranti. So therefore here, such a person, even if he is a great scholar, such an individual, Vedanta Naya Antadarshi, api, even if he has studied everything very well. So, Esha Purusha, Esha Puman, Vedanta Naya Antadarshaya, Darshahapi, Darshayan api, Astu Vedanta eva Naya Shastram, Tasya Antaha Param, Tam Drashtum Shilam Asya Asti iti Darshi, Vedanta Naya Antadarshi. He is the one who is able to see the end result of this study of Vedanta. Sopi abhimanatyagam vina na muktir bhavati, muktim arhati. He would not become fit for, even as he does not give up his abhiman. Ataha nirantara nididhyasanena viparida bhavana tyaktavyaha iti bhavaha. The idea here is not only Shravan is important, not only Mananam is important, but Nirantara Nididhyasanena Viparida Bhavana Tyaktavya. Viparida Bhavana means Vi and Pari and Ita. These are how it is to be split. Vi, Pari, Ita. Ita means gone. Ita or born. Pari, Ita, all around. Parisamanta. Vi. Me means Viruddha. Meaning, Vipari, the word means when a thought is taken up for us to contemplate, all other things contradicted to that keep around, coming around it. This is born out of our previous habits, tendencies. And we are not able to give up the idea, and therefore, even as one is pointed out that you are Brahman, so I am Brahman already, but I think I am a Brahman inside this body, covered by the body, maintained by the body. In these kind of thoughts, when it comes, it's called Viparita Bhavana. I am subject to death. When the body dies, I also die. This is strongly coming out, and then that would disturb one's mind, and until that is gone, one has to do Nirantara Nididhyasa. That's what he said. Nirantara Nididhyasanena Viparida Bhavana Tektavya. So the force of habit by which, because of which we come continuously will be able to, we are called continuously surrounded by those thoughts. Most of the time it's our own projection only. When you see Gulab Jamun, what thought comes to your mind? First thought, as soon as you see Gulab Jamun, what comes to you? No. What is that? First thing is, I want to eat it. You don't even question it. Why? I want it. Why? Kyun? Because the notion that it is a sugar, it is sweet, I mean, it is happiness, is unquestioned. It is, we never inquired on that. That is happiness. Who told you? No, I have got that strong notion that this is a source of happiness, and therefore I don't even question as when the thought comes, as soon as I see it, I want to eat it. Why in our tradition they say when you go to places or pilgrimage, you give up that? Because the thought has to be overcome. Don't have that thought. But it is hard. So therefore, you say, okay, Bhagavan ke liye main chhod diya. So even as you look at it, it's sweet all right, but I can't eat. See, these kind of thoughts which are unquestioned, uninquired, when they come to our mind to haunt, that is called viparidava. I'm giving only one example. There's 100,000 things in this world. Every time when we see something or something, there are things that are happening in our mind. When we look at a person who resembles somebody whom you don't like, finished. This fellow is also the same thing. Who told you? Or how do you come to that conclusion? Then you never inquire on that. So when you look at an object, I want it. Why? Ask that question. Why? Are you incomplete? Are you unhappy without that? Until you saw the thing, you are happy only. Why do you see that and then become unhappy? I want it. Why? Without that, you are unhappy? Yes. But before that, you are happy only, before you saw that. No, my neighbor has it. My sister has it. So let it be. So we never, this is called viparidava. Continuously we are surrounded by those, and they contradict our understanding of I am Brahman. That is why it is viparita. It is contradicting it. It is opposing it. So that is why he said, even if a person studied Vedanta Shastra and understood the final culmination of all that, so long as that person does not give up, he would not get the final end. Vimukti varta api asti tasya. Chaya sharire pradibimba gatre yatsvapna dehe hridi kalpitange yatatma buddhistava nasti kachit जीवत् शरीरे च तथैव मास्तु छाया शरीरे प्रतिबिंब गात्रे यस्वप्न देहे हृदि कल्पितांगे यदात्म बुद्धिस्तव नास्ति काचित् जीवत् शरीरे च तथैव मास्तु. This body and other things which we hold on is called chaya, a shadow. It's not real. Like a chaya is like when we are walking, the shadow is behind us. If the light is in front of us, the behind us. Are you worried about me? Are you coming along with me or not? Do you even look at it? Eh? Okay. You don't even pay attention to that. And let us say you are walking and there is some drainage going on, then a shadow falls on it. How dare? You are not worried about the shadow being in the gutter or somebody walk. And don't you see that? You should not walk on my shadow. So how much we give importance to the chaya? Chaya sharire. Pradibimba Gatre or Pradibimba. Gatra means a form. Pradibimbida Gatra. A form that is appearing in a mirror. And somebody takes away, right, I'm going. You don't go when the bimbo is removed. I mean, because Shankaracharya must be having fun with this. Are you worried about your shadow or the reflection that takes place? Yat yasmat, so here, yat yasmat karana chaya sharire, sharira chayayam, pradibimba gatre, darpanado pradiyamana gatra pradibimbe, swapna dehe, or yet swapna dehe, next line, or the body that you acquired or used in the dream state. Yet swapna dehe, hridi kalpita ange, the form that is created by your own heart. Heart means mind here. Swapna avasthayam drishyamana sharire hridi manasi kalpidange kalpidam chatat angam cha kalpidangam tasmin chayadavasthayam manakalpita dehe yata tava kachit atma buddhi. There is no idea of or notion of I in those things, right? In the shadow, in the reflection, or the body that you used in the dream. Upon waking up, that body is gone. Then what do you do? My God, I'm dead. No, you don't have even a single drop of tear you will have in your eyes for losing that dream body. Yata atma buddhihi tava nasti. In those things you do not have any idea or notion of I in that. Kachit at any time. Kadachit. Jiva sharire cha tata eva mastu. In the same way, don't have the idea, the notion of I in this body also. So that Dakshinamurti Sutram is talking. See, problem is that we are able to easily give up the notion of I with respect to the body that we have in the dream or the senses and the world that we saw, because we have already woken up. Having woken up from the dream, we are able to discard those things easily. Now, we are not able to do that with this body, this mind, this senses, this world which is born out of the experiences through the senses and the body. We are not able to say it is not because we have not woken up. To a person who has woken up, you don't need to tell him. If a person has woken up from a dream fully, you don't tell him you are not the dream body. You know that? What's wrong with you? Don't I know that? You are not the world and experiences that you had in the dream. Do you know that? You don't need to tell me. I know it very well because I woke up from that. So you don't need to tell me that. So to a person who has woken up from this reality, you don't need to tell him that. So to whom is this Shastra then? To whom is this? Who is still here, not woken up, to all of us. But at the same time, we want to wake up. If that is not there, if I do not want to wake up and I am enjoying this, then how much ever anybody tells, you will not. Because I don't want to wake up. Swamiji, if I wake up, what happens to my wife? What about my cat? What about my dog? क्या हुआ? PhD. All कुछ भी मैं किया है. Whatever I have done, PhD दिया, MBA did, this side. What happens? कुछ नहीं, बस हो गया सब. So problem is we would be totally, disheartened. अरे क्या है? नहीं Swami, I don't want to listen to you. No. That's why many people are afraid, don't come anywhere. Why? You tell things which I don't want. अरे इतना मैं पकड़ के रखता हूँ. I hold that, kept on holding it. And you are saying leave it. How will I leave it? Because these are my source of happiness. So, first thing that Vedanta does is to show that obviously one has to wake up from this state of reality. But before that, the step number one is understand the temporariness of this. Because at once giving up is not easy. In the case of waking up from the dream, it is not according to your choice you are waking up. You wake up. Put an alarm and wake up. See, interesting thing is, let us say that you have to get up tomorrow at some point of time, 6 o'clock. But previous night, don't you put the alarm and saying that, or tell the Google or Alexa, wake me up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Knowing pretty well that now what are you going to experience is to be end. Going to end. You want it to end, right? If you want to wake up, it has to end. So even as you're going to sleep, you know that it is going to end. And you wanted it to end. And so when the alarm actually rings at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., whenever, so you wake up. All right. Now I have to get going with the reality now. Waking reality. Where I had the pleasure of, sleeping and everything has come to an end. That alarm, it's called Anadi Ajnana Nidra. It's end. Similarly here, if you really want to wake up, then only you will put the alarm. Vedanta is an alarm. Vedanta is like the ticking alarm. Tick, tick, tick. At some point of time, get out. And don't regret at that point. But before getting up, before coming to the point of falsifying the entire world as untrue, there is a step before that, preparation. What is that? Temporariness of things. Impermanency of the things to be understood. So therefore, here he says, just like you do not have the notion of I on the shadow or the reflection or the dream body, yataha tataha tvam jahi tam prayatnat. Sorry, the next verse here. Yata atma buddhihi na asti nasti tada eva jivat sharirecha mastu. May you not have that. So that is why he said, giving up, Gurudev says, giving up identification with your body does not mean neglecting it. If it is neglected and not kept clean and healthy, it becomes a problem for you. For your mind, for the people around you. If you neglect, not only you suffer, around you everybody will suffer too. So better don't do that. Because then you will become a burden. You will ask then, in what way, why should I keep my body without identifying with it? What should be my relationship with it? So that is why, what is your relationship with your shadow? How much do you identify with your reflected image? In the shadow body, reflected body, dream body, imagined body, you do not have the idea I am this. Therefore, the body should be kept and looked after only as an instrument, a vehicle. Always keep it at best as it can be kept. Take out of it as much work as it possible, so that the vasanas may get exhausted for it. For if it falls away in death by prematurely, without exhausting the vasanas, another body will have to be taken up. But do not get attached to it. Free as you are, be free and use the instrument efficiently, continuously. So the body idea needs to be given up, not the body and its maintenance. Because if you don't maintain this physical body, definitely it will become an impediment in the path. It will stop you from doing it. See, it's like you want to go to a destination. No doubt after reaching the destination, you leave the car or not. But until you reach the destination, you make sure that the car is used efficiently. Anyway, after reaching destination, I don't need the car. So, abhi chhod do. Aisa nahi hota hai. So, your physical body's health will expedite your process to reach there faster. If it is pulling you down, body, pain, that pain, sugar, and everything is there. Then where you would have time to do any other thing, meditation, etc. Because the medicine that you take will drown you to sleep only. Keep the body at its best. Give enough time to sleep, to exercise, to keep the healthy food, so that the body doesn't trouble you. So here, that is the reason why look at it as a chaya. In the same way, tada eva jivat sharircha pranandara dya shariram tasmin api mastu drashtuhu swasmat vipannatvena pratitehi sarvatra avishishtatvat iti bhava. Even though it is other than you, but it should be treated with the extreme care, and like that of shadow, etc. Even though it is constantly following you, that pratibimba is only your own pratibimba. Even though it is associated with you, but not you. That understanding should be there. Even though it is connected to me, but it's not me. My shadow is connected to me, but it's not me. The reflection is connected to me, that's not me. Even the what you call Swapna Deha is created by me, but it's not me. So to this, even though it is traveling with me, I'm traveling with it, but this is not. Continuing here, he says, following verse, Dehatmadire vanranama siddvidam Janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam Yatastadastvam jahitam prayatnat Takte tu chittena punarbhavasha Dehatmadire varnam asadhyam Tadmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam Yatastadastvam jahitam prayatnat Takte tu chitte tu punarbhavasha Asadhyam dehatmadhihi eva bijam. Asadhyam here means that which is of the nature of asat. Asat dhi. It should be split as asat dhi. Asat, in that false nature, the buddhi about the false nature. Dehatmadiheva asat buddhi. Deha atma iti dhi. Deha atma iti buddhi. I am the body, that idea or notion, nranam, among the men or for people, asadhyam, that very, in that very intellect which is of this asat nature, that itself is the bijam. Asadhyam bijam. What? Janma adi dukkha prabhavasya bijam. It is the very seed for all the dukkha prabhavasya, of the all sorrows, the birth of sorrows, janma adi, birth onwards. Janma dukkham, jara dukkham, maranam dukkham. Janma is dukkham. Meaning here, please understand, dukkham does not mean suffering, but a pain in the form of janma is a pain because you have to start the process of all the karmas. Is it not true? That's why the child cries, oh my God, again. I have to start all over. If somebody says you have to start from first grade onwards, now on, go and start. How will you feel? You're already a permanent head damage, PhD. Start from first grade now. Again. We had some time back, we realized that some parents, thinking that their children are very smart, they have put their children into the next grade. Not in the school, here. We say, whatever be the grade in the school, we have to put in the same grade here in Balvia. But somebody said, why should I do that? My child is, even though he is in the 4th grade in the school, but I think he is good. It's 5th grade in the Balvia. We realized that. We made this a policy. No. If the child is 4th grade, it has to be 4th grade here. No, he gets bored in 4th grade. We would put, no, not allowed. They got very upset. So we put him back in the 4th grade. And he said, there. 1 grade below, if you put, you get so bored. Think about it. Go back to 1st grade. So having completed the entire life and then thinking that you have got moksha, but he said, again here? I have to start all over again. And how many karmas have to go through? God. So janma is dukkham in that way. Janma dukkham. Jara dukkham. Jara dukkham is again, old age is another big pain. The marana bhayam dukkham. Maranam dukkham. See, the child comes with no attachment. That's why it's most of the time it is happy. But while going, so many attachment is created. While going, you should be happy, right? Chalo. Oh, yeah, mera. Come, now I am ready to go. No. Why? All attachment which is created during the whole life, finished. I don't want to go. While coming, I don't want to come. While going, I don't want to go. What is such a joke? So here, that is entire whole life is only a joke. What is to? So dehatma shadhi eva nranam asadhyam janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam. Yataha tataha. Therefore, since it is so, yataha tataha tvam prayatna tam jahi. With effort, you please give up. effort karna hi chahiye. You have to prayatna karna hi hoga iska. See, sadhana is prayatna. And the more attachment we have, more prayatna we have to do. Isn't it? If you're taking bath, shower every day, there is no problem. If you take shower only once in a month, then kitna prayatna hona chahiye to remove the dirt. Isn't it? If you are wearing the cloth every day, the fresh one, and then it's okay. But if you are wearing that thing for 5 days, dirt will be more. If you are cleaning a place every day, then there's no problem. If you are cleaning only once in a year. Similarly, when I have accumulated my attachment so much for so many lives, ये छोड़ नहीं सकता है. इसका प्रयत्न बहुत होगा. कितना प्रयत्न करना चाहिए? It depends upon how much attached you are. So prayatna jahitam. Chitte takte tu. When your mind has given up this idea or notion that I am the body, etc., na punaha bhava asha. Then only there is no more desire to come back. Punar bhava na asha. Asha means icha, the desire. No more. Otherwise, अच्छा ये सब अभी छोड़ रहा हूँ, अगले जन्म में करेंगे बस. This life I am not able to finish this, I'll come back and do it again. अरे this is our story. उत्पत्तिरादि येषां वननादीनां तानि जन्मादीनि तैः यद् दुःखं तस्य प्रभवः उत्पत्ति तस्याः बीजं कारणं शरीरगतत्वात् जन्म मरणादेः. So deham eva atma iti dhireva janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam. Dehatma vidiyam prayatnat shravana manana nididhyasana rupa shastriya prayatnat jahi. Here the effort is to be done in the form of listening carefully to the scriptures, shravanam, mananam, reflection, nididhyasana, meditation. So, nashaya, come to destroy that. Dehado chittam tyakte, when you have no more notion of this is me, the body, manasaha samsara abhave, and the mind is no more in this samsara, vasanatmana api abhimana abhave, even in the vasanas there is no abhimana, punaha bhava asha samsara asha na eva iti artha. There is no more thereafter this is the desire to come back. Now, having explained the Annamaya Kosha, how one has to overcome, next is Pranamaya Kosha. This is Kosha, Panchakosha Vivek is very important because it helps a lot in meditation. Kaisa chodna hai, how to leave with the body identification, etc. And then Prana, and then Mana, and then Vijnanamaya, and then Vasanamaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhad Bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.